Okay guys, so today I am way out of my league. I am not a good lock picker, and that's what we have to do today. So this is going to be interesting. I would bank on a failure for today. This will probably take me a couple of tries to get, but nonetheless we're going to try it. And I'll insert a video here on what we're working on. And let's get started. So this is a typical lever lock, and this is the kind of lock that would be inside the safe that we're dealing with today. Now this one is designed a little bit differently, but the operation is the same and the way to pick it is the same. So this would be a key. This is not the right key for this safe, but basically the key would lift up each of these levers to the proper height so that it's in line with this piece here, and this piece here could then be pulled inside. And if we see here, this lever has to be lifted up quite high. The lever behind it doesn't have to be lifted quite as high, but you can see the key would have to be cut to a different length, and so they would both have to be in this position here, and then the one underneath would have to be lifted up even further. So you see how they all have to be lifted up to different heights. So what we're going to try to do from outside the safe is we're going to try to turn this barrel here. I'm not sure what the names are for these things because I'm not a lock picker. Then we're going to try to go in here the keyway, if I can do it sideways here to show you guys, and we're going to try to lift up each of these levers independently with the pick to try to get it to the right height. Now each one has to be done independently. Now here's the trick here. Each lever has these little pieces here, these little serrations here, that get caught on this guy here if you don't lift it up to the right height. So that adds to the drama of this whole thing. So we're going to try to lift each one of these up. We're going to try to pull this bolt in, and we're going to try to not get stuck on one of these serrated pieces here. So that's the goal, and for somebody who's new at this like me, this is going to be very challenging. So keep watching. We may get it or we may not. I'm going to bank on a failure. Okay, here's our update. We didn't get this lock open today, but if you notice, I've got the keyway moved over quite a bit. So this is where we are, and if I reset the lock, this is our baseline here. See, we can't turn it anymore. So I managed to get a few of the levers in place, but I just couldn't get any more. And I have to make a special tool because I need to reach the bottom of that keyway in order to turn this barrel. The barrel doesn't turn from the top. That's just a little thing that turns at the top. So if you see here, come here, and that's our baseline there. So we'd made some progress. We'll come back next weekend, try again.